Okay, fine. A couple minutes late here on Analysts After Work, but I'm joined by two gentlemen that I am so excited to welcome: Dan Simon, Bruce Gay. Gentlemen, what's going on?
Good evening, Vince.
Hey,
Good evening. What's going on? NFL draft and bottled beer instead of draft beer.
Yeah,
sure. So then the
Right.
the traditional first question.
Yeah, the traditional question.
Dan, what are you drinking?
I am drinking right now. I'm drinking Great Lakes Conways. Okay, because Browns draft hometown brand. But I had a thought today. As I was watching episode 3, give me just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you prepped, Dan? Come on.
He's the PM bartender. Like I was expecting a spread.
No. Oh no. Oh, hang on. No, you want to see that?
You know, he's gonna do those tricks for us. That'll be good.
There you go. Like I'm doing that. Okay.
Right.
Now I would go in a different direction if it wasn't draft night. Okay. But football is beer. Therefore, now, with you being a Dolphins fan and me being a Browns fan, okay, later on tonight, maybe hard liquor. Okay. There you go. See? Right? Okay. But I had to show you this beer here. Okay. This is 12 Dogs Christmas Ale. Okay. By Thirsty Dog Brewery. It is another Cleveland brewery.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I show it is because I could never in 100 million years outclass Jennifer Forrest. But this beer itself, this one beer, costs as much as her bottle of wine that she was drinking last week.
You need to drink that one slowly, man.
So I had to go down that road.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, like we spent a fair bit of time on that wine.
Yes, you did.
Because
water with sorrow
with undertones of sorrow.
Yes. So I had to open up with that for you, man. And like I said, can't outclass Jen herself, but the booze I can.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And yes, it is draft night, and so we talked before. You guys are going 10. My Dolphins are going at 5. Rumored to be trying to trade up.
Yes,
which is a bit concerning because I was all in for tank for Tua. I was all in for it, and then they go and win 4 games. Like even tanking, they screwed up.
Right.
So come on, guys.
Right.
So
I heard 2 different rumors. I heard one that they were trading up with the Lions, and it seems to match because the Lions were looking to trade down, which why are the Lions trading down? Who knows? But I also heard that the Finns tried to get the number 1 pick.
I heard that too.
So is Tua their guy or not?
I mean, I think you have to go Tua here. Like if he can look, they're not going to be any better this year with or without Tua.
Or next.
So take him at 1. Yeah. Or thanks, Dan. Take him at 1. Take him in the first pick, and then give him a year. Because if the injury holds, he's a number 1 pick. He's a top. So if you can get a 1 at 5, I say do it.
Right. And
anyway,
I did hear that he may slide.
So what I've heard, and Bruce, we will get to you in just a second. But from what I've heard, if Tua and Herbert, I don't know. Herbert. I think back to Bobby Hebert.
Right.
If they don't go at 5 and 6, then they're gonna slide to the late part of the first round, unless a team says we can't pass up this dude.
Right.
So, I mean, we'll see what's what. But I think the Fish are going with a QB at 1 at their first pick. I think.
Yeah. Let's hope so, because the rumor was they were going with an offensive lineman.
Yeah. which they also need.
They also need.
This is the benefit to having a team that's terrible.
Yes,
you have a lot of holes to fill, and
you can't say they're wrong at either pick.
No, but
Right.
still, but QB, that's a generation. Like if you can get a generational QB,
You have to get the generation.
you have to do it.
Yes. Right.
Brucey.
The draft is like opening day. Hopes.
Sure.
It's like spring.
Bruce is frozen.
Well, Bruce has my internet connection apparently.
All the pollen and birds. Did you lose me?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Again.
So, Dan, what's going on?
Let's hope it doesn't turn into a Han situation.
Oh my God! Did you see that? That was
You know what? I was Hey, there's Bruce. All right.
Okay,
yeah,
Brucey.
no. There's obviously some bandwidth problems in my house.
Too many things on the Kanban board there.
Yeah, and it's all the girls. They're streaming their God knows what in Roblox and shit like that. So anyway, I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm drinking decaf coffee and some tea. So that's my drink for tonight. And
cheers.
And I was going to say that the draft is always like spring. Pollen, birds, and bees, and hope. So
okay, gentlemen.
What are you drinking?
Me? Oh. So I have it looks very fancy. This is a brandy from Espagne.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's a reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was very fancy. My father-in-law got it for me. And I thought it was very fancy. And then I found out that it's it's an exclusive brand to Carrefour, which would be like buying Winking Owl at
Aldi.
But much better, like much better.
Like that bottle. That bottle's probably pushing $10 or $12.
Probably more. But
the question is, you enjoy it. That's all that counts.
It's delightful. So anyway, gentlemen,
tell your father-in-law, hey.
Cheers.
To the troublemakers. Cheers,
gentlemen. Cheers
to the troublemakers.
Oh man, so I wanted to do, and we're gonna do this with your permission, assuming that this one goes okay. I wanted to do an all troublemaker thing with Steve.
Yep.
But I think he's gonna be a little busy for a bit.
Just a bit.
We'll have to figure out when that happens.
Right.
But I am nervous about this one because we can go some very weird places. And it could end up with an hour of just like mocking me, and that terrifies me.
No.
So, I wore a pink shirt for you.
No.
That was the first thing I saw when I was in the green room. I'm like, what is going on?
The green room.
No. It's not an hour mocking you. Bruce is on.
Ah! You know what? Orange and brown is really
ugly.
Bad.
It's
really bad.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It matches nothing.
Nothing.
I understand. I hate it. And
it's not Halloween. Take it off.
So let me give you just 2 seconds of history. The Browns picked their colors from the Bowling Green Falcons, Bowling Green State University. Okay, way back in black and white, they picked their colors from Bowling Green because the owner, Paul Brown, saw Bowling Green's colors and said he liked those colors. That's why are those colors. I went to Bowling Green, so I've had to deal with this brown and orange through 2 teams of crap. And yet, this is what I have to wear.
Well, I mean, nobody forced you to.
Look, the one thing I try to do is I try to go orange. I'm not the brown. I try and go orange. There we go.
Let's go back to picking on Vince. Vince, I got to say, I think we the friendships and the distance that we're all missing right now is it's rough. It's rough. And
yeah,
you're pulling together these communities and the groups of people that we know. This is all good stuff. It's good stuff.
And I'm trying to, right? Like that was the whole idea is like, let's just chat for an hour and whatever. But then for whatever reason, people seem to like this. So let's keep doing it.
It's loose. It's a little different from what I saw with you and Jen more than you, Jen and I. It was loose, and I like the concept. And the other thing it does, it brings us together. Conference camaraderie. We're missing that because we're missing our conferences. You know, one of my favorite moments still, if I may, and you tell me if we have an agenda, go where we want.
There's there is no agenda.
That's awesome.
Like storytelling, go for it.
Storytelling, man.
I have to say that one of my favorite moments was when we were sitting in Boston. We were out. It was the first night? And we were sitting there, and Jimmy came in, and he was telling us that crazy story. And I don't know if I should quote myself directly because it's got profanity in it. But I said, I looked at you and I said, you can't buy this stuff anywhere. And you look at me, you're like, no, you can't. And
I'm just remember. So Jimmy's going to be on in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
No, next week. Jimmy's on next week. So I mean, just as a precursor, Jimmy is like royalty in Uganda.
Yeah, Bruce, you
like,
should have seen this.
Brucey, I don't know if you were there.
Like, no, I was not. I was not at that conference. So, what was the story? What was so great about it?
Basically, so I mean, you're gonna have to watch next week.
Yeah,
to get the full story. See,
got it.
But basically, he is descended from Ugandan royalty.
Wow.
And they called him like Batibo or Batiba or something, like that. He had a title.
Wow.
And it was like, Jimmy?
And he's hanging out with you two.
He's hanging out with us.
He's throwing this story down. He's throwing this story down, and I'm staring at him, and I look at Vince, and I'm like, Vince, you can't buy this anywhere. And Vince, no, you can't.
No.
It's just like that. But that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing. Like, this is awesome. It's the next best thing we can do.
Well, you know what it is? It's like a magnet for weirdos. And so
so far, I'm getting the weirdos out of the way.
Right.
That's what it is. I'm getting the weirdos out of the way.
So I get it. We're just the beta group.
No.
We're just the test. When you go really live with this, you'll be perfection.
I mean, okay,
right?
So Dan, let's just slow down. You guys are episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're gonna talk about anybody being the beta group, it was Jamie and Jen.
Oh.
Followed by who was episode 2? Steve and Sabi. But I mean, I'm not going through the weirdos. I'm going through just like people as they come into my head. And it's amazing that like people are now reaching out to say, I want to be on that show. When can I be on? And it's like, how's the end of May? Because like I'm booked to the end of May. Like, dude.
Excellent.
Really? That's awesome.
Really? Like
it's
amazing.
Yeah.
And so
again, like I said, it's more casual. It's
completely. Except I'm using a ring light now because I'm fancy.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw down and make my presentations my virtual presentations a little bit more professional. I hate to say that word because
what do you mean by that?
So,
well, Dan, you need to wear pants to make them professional.
Oh,
generally.
What is it with you in pants? Are you not wearing them and you want to project that on me? Dude,
okay, I think we need to prove that everyone's wearing pants.
No, you didn't say you to stand up in this.
I'm game. I have pants on. I'm good.
Pants. But I do have a boot. So there's.
Yeah.
See, you're cheating.
How you doing with that, there, Bruce?
I started physical therapy this week, and I found muscles that I never knew I stopped using, and it hurt. And I go back tomorrow, and hopefully next week I can start wearing my normal shoes. But that's
I bet I know somebody that can tell you what muscles you haven't been using.
Oh, your wife. Yeah, my hamstring. I spent a good 20 minutes on the hamstring. She's like, here, do this. And I'm like, oh.
Right.
But anyway, Yes. All right. So we've passed the pants test. All good.
Yes, we're all wearing
pants. Test is good.
So what do you mean you have to be more professional, Dan? I'm confused by that statement.
I know, right? The guy who does the Bartender's Guide to Project Management is going to be more professional. So I also do resumes, as you know, and I do career coaching. Okay.
Yes.
And so between those and the project management pieces I do, I've been in a career coaching group now for about, 8 months or so. And I paid a crap ton of money. I think that's a technical term to be in it. And he does a wonderful job. Great guy. His name is Mitch Matthews. And I reached out to him last week because I started thinking, man, I'm starting to do resume. I'm starting to do Zoom resume calls, and coaching calls are something I should have been doing a long time ago. And because of the full-time gig and conference work and this, that, and the next thing. I know. Yeah. Thanks. I haven't quite done what I needed to do. Now that I'm at home and I'm starting to slow down my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
I've decided to, try and make my visuals a little bit more professional. And so I reached out to him and I said, hey, what equipment are you using? And it was really cool because instead of like responding on Facebook through a note, he did a 20-minute video. And he took us behind the scenes and showed everything that he's got going on, including a ring light, but it's like $100 and it's on a stand and crap, actually $140.
I just got mine today.
Yeah.
Oh, like the bigger ones.
The 18-inch.
Yeah. I'm about to order that.
Yeah.
And he gave some suggestions on some other things for both light and sound. And so I'm going to go the full boat because I feel like I want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to project that and bring that if I'm doing even volunteer. Like I've done 2 volunteer presentations at local universities in the last 2 weeks, and I want to be able to just bring that piece to it. Like, oh, okay, he's set right, and it sounds right, and it looks right coming on.
But you're talking about like in like content creation? Or are you talking about like your actual like live presentations?
My live presentations.
But you're not going to use a ring light for that. You're not going to like. So I'm like.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you are.
No. In the virtual space. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Not live. Not like
no.
That's
weird. No. Like walk around with a ring light. Like
with a ring light. Hey, look at me. That's what Bruce does.
Brucey Rock walks around with a spotlight.
Well, he puts a spotlight on his boot to show everybody and get the sympathy. That's
You
got it.
Yeah.
So anywho, I'm going down that road. So the fact that you got that's literally it's in my cart and I need to just hit, pay and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did it like a month ago. And maybe 3 weeks ago. And Amazon was like, see you next year with that non-essential.
Right.
And then it just showed up today.
Yeah, you had the double whammy there. They decided both you and your order were non-essential. So
yeah. Which you know what? They're not wrong.
No, they're not. That's how
they're not wrong.
Like deliver stuff to people that really need it.
Yeah, exactly. Like me and my ring light, I can wait. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
But no, you're getting all official now, Vince. Ring light. You're gonna next have a makeup artist.
What?
So
I am getting a mic with a boom though. Like I'm going down that road.
Oh, I got a wireless lav mic.
Oh,
yeah. It's pretty
big.
Nice, and I've got a.
We all bought those the remote clickers. The presentation.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk
about
how well remote clickers work at the Boston Hotel, because that was.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
I went through 4 of them and none of them worked in Boston, and I wasn't the only one that had the problem.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like I came out going, "Hey, my clicker's not working." There were 4 other people going, "Yeah, me too."
I ended up using their clicker for the keynote because I tried using mine and it was like not happening.
Which is exactly what you want to have happen when you're about to go on stage.
Right. Well, unfortunately, we tested it like 7:30 in the morning, so it was about an hour before. Like, but still. Right. And when you're doing a session, you don't have that time. Like,
no, you don't.
You are fighting with the speaker prior to get them out of the room.
Out of the room.
So that you can start.
Right.
And so it's always, I always find it's helpful if it's like, like if I was before you, Dan, and you just said, Vince, get the hell out of here. I would just leave my stuff. I'd be like, you know what? It's Dan's room. I'm good. I'm going to leave and I'll come back when he's done, or I'll sit in the audience and wait. But some of these other dudes are like, they stand there with their briefcase and like,
yes,
this is my time now.
Right.
Dude, I'm talking to people. Like, what do you want from me?
Oh my God.
Well, and with mine, which is this whole setup of crap, like
yours is 10 minutes of cleanup.
Yeah.
10.
And let's just say that you've got your buddy here helping you who doesn't drink anymore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look. Thank you. And yes, absolutely. If it wasn't for your help, it would have taken me longer. My cleanup in Boston probably took me 40 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. But the setup takes just as much. So it was Savvy before me in Boston, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dave before me in DC, and a different Dave before me in Toronto. I literally went into the rooms and said, "Hey, can I put my stuff in the back of the room?" Like, just to save me that time.
Right.
And in DC, our conference organizer was in my what because I wasn't starting on time. Because there was just like, and DC was the one real CF.
Yeah, maybe you need a different shtick.
Well, the problem is,
but I like the PM bartender. Dude, talk about branding.
Oh, it's unique.
It's like amazing.
Totally unique.
But
so the issue is, though, Vince, is that it's that I need to get it past the symposium level. It's if you get it past the symposium level, I'll have more time to do all my setup and
fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It sucks at that level.
Yes.
Moving it forward into a different space is what will make it okay.
Fair enough. But you've got to do that before you do the other thing. Right. Like I've been doing this for 5 years before I even got a sniff at a keynote. And even that, like now that I've done it, it's like, okay, so we've used you. We don't want to have you back. We don't want to have you back for a few years.
Really?
Well, I mean, you want to give other people an opportunity. You want to give other voices.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But does it not go down the pathway then of like, so for example, I have that book that I'm trying to write, and I finally have it outlined a little bit, and I started doing a little bit of that. So I've moved the needle that far while we've been, in lockdown, and I'm teaching my kid how to drink while I'm I'm drinking while I'm teaching my kid. And like I have that book.
Right.
I have several other books. Like you have 3 or 4 ideas rolling in your head, right? So is it
that I talk about publicly?
Right. Right.
I've got ideas that like I need to prioritize. I need some.
Oh, dude, you and me we're on the same pathway there, right?
Yeah.
So, but with do you not think the same thing about keynotes?
Yes.
Right.
So I've already thought of during this lockdown, and I want to talk about how you guys are handling that in a second. But during this lockdown, I have put together the framework for 2 new keynotes.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Completely outside.
Hey, you want some good news?
Yes.
I have to interrupt you.
Yes.
Your 2-0 went to the Finns.
Oh, they're already at 5? Didn't it just start?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, okay, good.
Just sorry, but we needed to know that. Right?
No, that's fine. So was it Burrow Young?
Burrow Young, the
tackle.
safety. Akba went to Detroit, and I missed 4.
Okay. Which is probably that tackle that everyone that the Fish wanted to move up to 3 to get.
And the Browns should be close to trading down from 10 to 31 here real shortly.
Okay. Because
they're good for that.
They're good like that. So and Miami's got 18 and I think 31.
Well, but here's the thing. Here's the thing for you, Vince. They got the first one right. So
knock on wood.
Take the victory.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Does it look like I'm crying?
No, I'm just letting you know they're going to screw him up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then he'll go to the Pats and become, Tom Brady 2.0.
Right.
Dan, I can't help but notice you and I are giving Brucey pretty much a pass on this one. Because he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. Brucey, how are you?
How are you in your foot?
How are you in your foot? And then how are you handling?
I'm in recovery, and every day blends into the next. And honestly, so I work for a hospital system, just like Dan, and my area is very busy right now. Even though the patient load is not that bad. So that's
again,
good.
Knock on wood.
All the activity we're doing are. If you step back and look at it, it's about digitizing analog or paper-based systems.
Which is what everybody's doing, right?
Yeah, and so all of a sudden, the hospital world is being pulled into the 21st century.
Well, welcome to the digital transformation.
Oh, don't say those curse words. Curse you. And don't mention VUCA either. That's another curse word.
Honestly. Okay, work aside. Never mind work. Like this is analysts after work. We're not talking about work. How are you handling this new sort of transitionary reality that we're dealing with?
So I broke my ankle 2 weeks before. No, I had my surgery a week before we had to go into lockdown. So I was going to start to be at home and less, I wouldn't be able to drive. So in a way, my mental I'd already changed into this mode. But it also gave me appreciation for prisoners. You hear this about Mandela. They were comfortable in the small space they were in. I'm sort of trapped on my second floor here, which is probably 800 square feet, maybe. And so we got more downstairs, but it's I'm up here. So anyway, I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to the space. I'm comfortable. I wish spring would arrive. I mean, we're not getting the snow that Cleveland's getting, but we're getting the frost. We had frost this morning, which is ridiculous. But I think I'm dealing with it. My kids, I have a senior, so her last year in high school, she's losing out on all the traditions, and so that's got
to be tough.
Yeah, that's causing all these like emotional roller coaster rides.
I can imagine.
And because they're all connected, it ripples from one girl to about 15 girls, and they're all like upset, and all the parents in that group have to deal with it. And so it's so there's a happiness with them going to college, but they're feeling sad by not seeing people, nor having graduation and things.
For sure.
So.
For sure. Yeah. Which I get, right? Like think about like being that age.
Oh yeah.
And now you're told you cannot see your friends for months. Like, and who knows how well, I mean, you guys are opening for business Friday? So it's a little bit different. Our experience, like we've already said, nobody's even going back to school until our May 2-4, which is like the last week of May.
Yeah, I think my state, and Ohio did this too. We canceled in-person school.
Right. Yeah, us too. Oh, yeah. for the like it's done.
Done.
Okay, so they haven't said
they do remote schooling right now is what they do.
So that's what we're doing, but they haven't officially canceled the year. They just say we'll let you know when you're going to go back. I suspect
ours canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's definitive, right? Like,
yeah.
You don't have to even worry about it. Like, that's the thing for us is, they say not before May 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after that, like, we don't know.
Yeah.
So, but I
24th goes with the model. May 24th model.
And that's the thing. I think we probably got a little bit ahead of where you guys are at. And I know, state by state it's a little bit different, but we went into lockdown quick. And I've said it I think a couple times here, but I disagree on a lot of policy things with our premier, which would be like your congressman. But he has handled it like a champ.
Mm-hmm.
Like he stepped up. He is, getting in his pickup and going and picking up PPE. Like he is being a leader, and
servant leader.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm going to vote for him next time, because there are a lot of policy things that I do disagree with him on, but he is doing what is right for the people of Ontario, which, like, respect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
good.
Yeah. And I know in the States, sort of being an outside observer, different governors are handling it different. I think Georgia is opening up tomorrow morning for haircuts.
He's getting criticized for it pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, and rightfully so. Like, we're gonna open up barbershops and hairdressers, and people are still gonna socially distance. How are you cutting hair from 6 feet away? Like, I would like to see that.
They haven't invented that yet.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
right?
And nail salons, and like, how? Yeah. Come on.
What was that shaver that had the vacuum on the end of it and going?
Was it the suck cut?
Yeah.
I don't think that was the name, but
that was something. That was like on a TV show. There was the suck cut. First it sucks, then it cuts. Yes. First it sucks.
Floby. My wife said,
that's what I said. Floby. Yeah.
Oh, you okay?
I said it. And
okay.
Fine.
So, gentlemen, considering we've been in lockdown for over a month, you both have delightful hair. Look at this monstrosity.
So I did my hair today because I was on with Kent State. Or I'd probably have something that looks a little bit more like you, and I'd be wearing a hat. Like Bruce and I were on a call last week. He goes, "Dude, really? Are you wearing a hat again?"
Oh my God, his hair was sticking out like no tomorrow. Here's what I did. So this is sad. So we've got hospitals in Italy, our healthcare network.
Oh yeah, okay.
We started hearing about shit going down there. Well, I guess I can say that maybe on this.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've been good.
I got my ankle fixed, and I went out and got a haircut. I knew we were going to be stuck at home for a while. So yeah,
I was 1 week away because I was trying to time it.
That's
to coincide with going to Orlando and keynoting there.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, I'll do it the third week of March, because then I'm away the first week of April. And it'll have grown in a little bit, so it won't look like I just cut it.
Don't your kids love that?
They love it. They spend every night they'll climb on top of me and they'll just go like this. We're gonna do Daddy's hair.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, see that the kids love Dad's hair like that.
You look like a beetle now.
It ends up looking like this. The problem is my hair is curly. And so, after a while, it froze back up. But, but like 1 week away.
I know. That's where I was at too. I had the appointment made. I was ready to go, and then.
So who's going to come out of this situation looking good?
Steve.
I was gonna say anybody that lives with a hairdresser.
Oh. Yeah.
You know who's probably really suffering right now?
Steve?
Probably. Burglars. Burglars. Like everyone's at home.
Right.
Yeah. Right? Like
where's their compensation?
Where's their compensation?
Where is their stimulus?
Oh my god.
This is the most random episode so far. This is the best.
It was good, you know.
By the way, Giants took the OT at number 4.
Okay, yeah. There we go. To the Giants.
Yep.
You need some protection for Daniel Jones because
Herbert or Haybear, wherever we're going with, went to the Chargers.
The Chargers. So the first 6 was basically exactly how it was predicted. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm gonna let Bruce talk. I'm gonna open another beer because you're playing, so it's time to go.
Ask Vince, what's been up for you? What's been your challenge? And your office switched remote work pretty well. I mean, or I guess, how are you and your wife doing? Let's go to family stuff.
We're doing good. Good. We're doing good. It's been, you know, it's been funny, Brucey. I've forgotten what sleep was like.
Oh yeah,
which is really weird. Like, I was for years operating on 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, and there were some days where I would just like crash on the couch and be out. But now I am, you know, still going to bed around 11, 12 o'clock, but I get to wake up at 7 instead of 5.
5. Yep. And you don't have that commute. Yeah.
I don't have the commute. And so I get to have breakfast with my kids and my wife. I get to have lunch with them. I can go upstairs and grab a coffee if I want to. I'm sleeping, which means like I am like my mind is firing.
Awesome.
Firing all neurons.
So the fact that I haven't done more on my book is disappointing because like I just like
you set that out like right when we were down. We had a text message or something.
Yeah.
And you said, okay, who's going to roll out there? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm throwing this down.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat on that stuff as you. And I'm sure
I can't. And so
Bruce is working hard as.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm like, here's the thing: remote work tires me out. I miss the face to face. I miss the hallway chats. I miss the gossiping and information sharing. It's very. Oh, what do we got here? The Christmas Oktoberfest.
This is Barktoberfest. So because the Browns pick is coming up at 10, this is my drink when I'm watching the Browns is Barktoberfest because they're the dogs. There you go.
So who are you hoping for at 10?
I'm hoping they don't mess it up.
Okay. But is there a player you've got you would think, you know, he would look good.
Fell that far. I'd love it if Simmons fell that far. But if not, if they take the offensive tackle, if he's there, the offensive tackle from Iowa, Wirtz, I think his name is, that would make me really happy. Browns have a way of making weird splashes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I remember one year, and it's Cleveland all the way around. The Cavaliers one year drafted a guy that literally, it was amazing watching all of the prognosticators say nothing. Because I don't even know if they had film on the guy that the Cavaliers drafted. That's how bad it was. Okay. And so Jay Bilas, who knows everybody, couldn't even he was like, okay, interesting pick. And then they were all like, no. So, but that's how Cleveland teams are. Like, there's something in the water here.
Right.
Okay.
With the 10th pick in the NFL draft, the Browns select Bruce Gay. Yeah. He's got some injury concerns. Yeah, it's okay. We're cool.
No. They may take nobody.
He's on IR. Don't worry about
it. We select pass.
Like, that's how it goes. We don't need anybody at 10.
We're good. We're good. We got that quarterback guy. We got some solid running backs. We got Beckham.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, we've needed an offensive tackle since Joe Thomas retired. We're not going to take that. But there's this great kicker out of New Mexico State. Jesus.
So 2 years ago, in my fantasy pool, one of the dudes that I work with took a kicker in the 6th round.
No.
I'm not joking. And I'm like, kicker?
No.
Because he was trying to fill out his roster. And he really wanted Steve Gutkowski or whatever, the guy from New England.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, you could have gotten him in like the 13th or 14th round.
So was he a newbie? This guy, he hadn't played before?
Nope. He's like, I really wanted him.
Oh, okay.
Kicker.
So this is the argument we had last year with the Browns in the draft. We're like, if he's your guy at 2 or 5 or whatever the hell they had last year, right? Like, take him. Just take him. Okay. So I get that. I get that perspective out of him in fantasy. Okay. But for the Browns to just do what they do in a draft is amazing. I am hoping this year it's different because we have a bunch of analytics guys. They've all graduated from Harvard with IT degrees, so they should know how to function with all of this IT.
They were hired by the front office of Cleveland, so.
But that's the problem.
I don't know.
There's something in the water here.
You might have a bunch of brainiacs, but that they were hired by
the only guy that has survived all of this in all of Cleveland sports to this point in time is Terry Francona, the manager of the Indians.
He's still around?
Yes, he's the only one. He's got the best managerial winning percentage over since he's taken over the Indians. He's got the best managerial winning percentage in baseball. Okay? So he's the only one surviving it. The rest of it, like, if they pass at 10, it won't surprise me. I'm telling you.
So wait.
We need an offensive tackle.
What about LeBron, though? Like, what about LeBron? What about LeBron? He brought you a championship.
LeBron left here twice.
Okay, but he made you champions.
He brought us a championship, and it was awesome, and it was beautiful. But it was there wasn't a moment not filled with drama. Not one moment.
Sure.
Not filled with drama. Okay. Whether we didn't have enough guys at the trade deadline, whether we didn't have that, is he going to stay? The first time he left was harsh. The second time we just knew he was rolling. Mm-hmm. I love LeBron, and he does amazing charity work. Charity work.
Yeah,
amazing. Can't say enough about it. But I just wish he would have.
But as a player, he can go to hell.
Well, as a player, when he left, I don't watch him anymore.
Sure.
That's how it is.
Hey, you know what? I get it. I felt betrayed by with everything that went on with Vince Carter all those many years ago, right? Like he just basically shut down, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to play here."
Right.
And so that hurt.
Yes.
You know, like I was at the game years ago when Tracy McGrady, who had said, I'm coming back. Whoops. I accidentally signed a contract with the Magic.
Right.
Whoops. I slipped and I wrote my name.
Right.
I was at the game where he came back. Dude, first of all, Vince was on fire that night. Mm-hmm. And the boos that rained down from the crowd every time he touched the ball was just it was a moment to be there. But like that didn't hurt as much as the way that Vince forced his way out of Toronto, and it's, you know, I think time heals all wounds. I think eventually he will have his number retired with the Raptors, the defending champion Raptors, by the way. So
hey, go Toronto! I was just at a game at New Year's or at Christmas. New Year's.
Oh, that's right. You come up here all the time.
Yeah.
But you know, that one stung, and like, and the Vince connection was like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
So,
no, you know
so I get you.
LeBron will get a statue here.
Oh yeah. He'll get one. And he'll get one in LA. And he'll get one in Miami.
Right.
Like,
but as far as I'm concerned, he'll be the second best player to ever play the game.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm all ears.
All right. Okay.
Call it out.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
I would love to say that because he's part of Fee Slamma Jamma in Houston, but I'm going I'm going with the man who I can't stand because he played in Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, my alma mater.
You were a Tar Heel?
I'm a Tar Heel.
There you go. Hey.
Yeah, I was too young. I was like 3 years before. Yeah.
Better than being a Blue Devil. That's
after,
for sure.
You mean?
I was too young. Yeah, I was after.
Yeah, after. Okay.
He was before. Yep.
All right, so Simmons went to the Cardinals. So we're up next.
Okay.
Well,
so while Dan's doing his thing, Brucey, let's not distract him.
Get the tissues ready. Get the tissues ready.
We're not gonna do 5 minutes of just dead air.
No. No.
So you heard about things coming out of first of all, you know what? Actually, let's go this way. You and I sort of followed similar paths in the last couple of years, where we're both guys that work during the day.
Yep.
We have our speaking sort of side hustle.
Yeah.
What's been the effect on you? As far as doing this this thing that we love, but that is not part of work.
Yeah. So I had a whole roadmap set out for 2020. I was accepted to speak in Gdansk, Poland. That would have been cool. And then I was gonna speak in Prague in June. That got canceled. So everything's canceled or becoming virtual now. And then it's a little sad. And then
all of his dates are on those orange Post-its on the back end of that board.
All here, all the dead. This is dead. This is to do. This is dead. Yeah. So it totally shifted it out. And then with my ankle recovery, I'm just in a frame of mind where I'm just going to be doing virtual sessions this year. And pick up some cash on the side, and then next year is going to be my travel year. So I'm not going to be one of those that I'm going to be. I'll be cautious, but I need to get out. I've got that travel bug. So
I mean that was the thing that hit me too. Was like Well, what I was most worried about was I have frequent flyer status with Air Canada, and if I don't fly enough, they're going to take it away. And so as soon as they sent the email saying, "Hey, whatever status you are this year,
you're going to keep it.
You're going to keep it next year. Great. I don't have to go anywhere." Because I was supposed to. So I mean, we have all the fall stuff with Project World and stuff. I was supposed to go to Hawaii twice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Those have now fallen away.
Yeah.
Fallen away completely. They weren't just postponed.
One fell away and the other one is postponed a year. So it's like it's a year. That's a long ass time. So we've got the Project World stuff. I'm waiting on a couple other things like BBC, which is in Vegas this year. But even that, like after watching the mayor of Vegas talk with Anderson Cooper, I don't know if I want to go to Vegas. Yeah. So like I'm in a place where like you, I'm doing a lot of webinars, I'm doing a lot of virtual stuff. But I find like nobody wants to pay for that, which is fun. So I've been trying to work on creating a lot of content that can be accessible. So like I'm putting out a new. Actually, this is the first time I'm going to talk about it. I have a new. So I've killed GPS Group because that was a terrible name. The new business name is Love the Process.
Love the Process. Awesome.
Love the Process. So lovetheprocess.ca, which is like you first of all, it's all about process improvement and business improvement but it's also about loving what you do. So lovetheprocess.ca. Because it's not all good, but if you love the process, you're gonna be in a good place. But I'm putting out as soon as I can. I'm just putting some content together. But the Love the Process Academy, where I'm going to be putting out stuff like sort of building on the podcast brand of business not as usual. So the first course is going to be enterprise analysis not as usual. and then there will be, business analysis not as usual, change management not as usual. So I'm going to put out a bunch of stuff just there.
Yeah.
And then it becomes sort of, I got to promote the courses, but they just become assets. So, and in the meantime, working on the book and trying to get that done. But,
and that's
it has affected us. It has affected us significantly. Like I've lost pretty much everything. So I still have the 2 keynotes for the fall. That got postponed for Orlando and DC, but like everything, even workshops are like not enough people are signing up. We're not doing it. So
so we have Boston. I have Boston and Toronto and Orlando. And ours is that all 3 of them, Bruce?
That's it. Yeah.
So did they announce Boston already?
My
then maybe I'm not there.
It's partial. So it's like some of the stuff's up, but not all of it. So like the sessions are not up, but the workshops are.
I gotcha.
But it's a small. It's pared back, and you know what? It looks like it's all American. I don't think there's any Canadians in it.
Yeah, looking at it. Yeah, I mean, and by the way, still a pretty solid lineup.
Yeah,
I'm not going to complain about that. So yeah, I hadn't heard, so I was just that's cool.
But going back to what you were saying,
because we were talking last week.
Yeah.
No, we were like, and I was like, holy crap! I think I got Boston as a workshop, and so did So I have 2 workshops in Boston.
Awesome.
And in Toronto.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you.
But the learning modules, I want to go back to that. That's a trend. Friends of mine that are in Ireland and in the Washington, D.C. area, you're going down the right path. It's like we're at the point now where we're becoming content creators, putting them on platforms where we can sell monthly subscriptions or per use. And the thing is, it's the way to go. It was something I was looking at doing. Obviously, I'm slowed down for various reasons, but and there's markets for it. And then there's also this whole market of micro learning. So these are very short. These aren't the 20-minute. These are sort of the 7-minute modules,
right?
With some follow up. And those are both geared toward corporate, but also I think we're going to start to see those for me are easier to make. Like a 7-minute for me is easier. It's a little tougher for me to do the full 20-minute talk.
Right.
In some cases.
Right. And that's fair, right? Like, but that's, I mean, ultimately that's what, and it's almost unfortunate because, it's almost like saying people are stupid, but it's not that people are stupid. It's just that they only have so much time. And so I have 10 minutes to learn something, teach me.
Yep.
And, so even I've taken a lot of my like Six Sigma courses, and instead of having one 50-minute lecture, it's 5-10-minute lectures.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. Perfect. And even if it's just the videos are 10 minutes, like it's just I can watch this and then I can watch this and then whatever. So it is what it is. But that's sort of I'm in like sort of asset creation mode in lieu of actually going out and speaking, because I don't want to be forgotten.
No, and it's fun to create. Oh, don't look so sad. No, there's like
it's a bit of truth to that,
built. There's that stress of putting together a new presentation and talk, but there's also that creative outlet to say, hey, this is what I've built.
Right.
I don't know. Dan's looking a little worried.
Tears. Tear away.
Tears. Alligator tears.
I'm watching right now. Hang on. Be quiet.
The 10th overall selection. No, we can't go quiet. Like
they actually made a pick. They made a pick.
Oh my god. Okay.
No,
go ahead.
We're gonna keep talking. So the other thing too that's sad is like, I had we meet up with friends at these things.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like I'm not just going to see a new city. I'm not going there for some bank. I'm also like catching up with friends, and so that's the thing that's sad. So the couple places I was going to go were, it was just not going to happen this year. So we all get to Zoom. We get to Zoom and drink over videos. So.
Yeah. Well, and this is going to happen again. Like, we don't have to necessarily record it, but this will happen again.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and we need to raise a glass with Steve for sure.
Oh yeah, with everything. Yeah, I don't know. I think we talked about it in the episode, but yeah, Steve's a daddy. So Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve, cheers.
Steve, and the diapers that you're cleaning up, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't miss that. No.
He wanted me to take a look at something for him or be on his call, and I'm sure he asked you guys also. And I'm like, yeah, good luck, because now your world just changed completely.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He hasn't followed up with me lately.
Yeah. But he's in somewhat of new business mode right now. So he's it'll be interesting to watch his career. I definitely he's gonna land something. So it's gonna be good. I don't know, Dan. You're squinting now. It looks like it's still going on.
No.
So are we gonna tell? We're gonna tell your all the viewers here that we're part of the International Brotherhood of Troublemakers.
Yes, we are. Let me get mine. 1 second.
Yep, and we need to if you're interested to join our fabulous club.
No.
We're not. Come on.
No.
You have to earn your place.
Yeah, that's
earn. Yeah.
Like,
I'd love to show you.
Didn't you give out a membership while you were at a conference, Bruce? Like, no, you can't. There has to be a majority approval. Like, you cannot just say, "Yep, you're in the."
You're making rules. Oh.
We need some proper governance.
We need proper governance. Rules.
Yeah.
Speaking of little groups, I've been I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole. I've been watching a lot of older Chuck Palahniuk videos. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
That by the way, Bruce designed this.
Yes.
What a guy.
And delivered it to us. Had it sent. Crazy.
Yep. Which was weird. Like, I get a text, "What's your address?"
Yeah. Yep. Right.
And Vince, yours was sent from a drugstore in Vancouver, of all places.
Tremendous.
Because it was cheaper than for me to send it from my house, and I just happened to be in Vancouver last summer.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry, Dan. Yeah, we need some rules. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to have a couple.
Yeah.
Like 5.
Yeah. Like admission by a 3/4 majority.
Yeah. Something like that.
Right? Bruce cannot just say, "Hey, I let this guy into the club."
Oh, you've already done that.
You can't do that.
I have already let a couple guys in, but
no, you haven't.
Oh,
no, you haven't.
Your problem now, Bruce, is you have to go back and say, "I didn't call a vote."
The good thing is they live out in California, so I'm not going to see them anytime soon.
And by the way,
perfect members then, guys we never run into.
Right. And they also have to be like mildly irreverent, don't they? Like at least.
Yeah.
They can't just be like suit and tie schmucks. They got to be like mildly irreverent. They got to fit in with
I can't find those people.
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
We need some more.
Yeah.
We need some more keynote in their t-shirts, guys. That's what we need. That's what we need. Which, like you, Dan, I am classing up a bit, or I had planned on classing up a bit. So, because the t-shirt thing.
So
I'm gonna take it up a level.
So let me tell you honestly. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. Because it was one of my thoughts, one of my feedback pieces.
Yeah, I know. I'm experimenting. I'm not afraid to.
Not crazy. Don't choke yourself with one of those weird things that some people wear. That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm just gonna put on a swacket.
Are you gonna maybe go like Steve Martin, Wild and Crazy Guys, like the chains and the open button down?
No. I'm just gonna put on a sweater jacket.
Okay.
And I think that's gonna that one little piece is gonna class it up.
Make it class it up. Okay.
Yeah.
What about like a Hugh Hefner robe or something, or smoking jacket? What about
I workshopped that. Didn't test well.
Didn't test well.
No, I couldn't really pull it off.
Okay. All right. That happens. But good that you tested it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying stuff.
You got to feel it out a little bit. It's good.
Yeah.
You know?
So do we have a pick at 10?
We did.
And?
They actually picked. I'm stunned.
And?
They took Wills out of Alabama at OT, offensive tackle.
And how are we feeling?
I'm happy they made a pick. We'll see whether or not he's the right pick.
I mean, sure. Look,
dude, okay.
Oh, I like his name. Is this Jedrick?
Yes.
Jedrick Jr. Awesome.
They mess up every pick. So 3 of the 4 fell to them.
Mm-hmm.
Did they pick the exact right one, or did they pick the exact wrong one? There's no middle of the road. It's not a Miyagi-Do karate, walk on this side of the road, fine, walk on this side of the road, fine, walk in the middle, switch like grape. It doesn't go like that for the Browns.
Right.
Okay? So, am I happy? I'm happy they made a pick.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see where it goes. Browns made a pick. Yeah, no, I'm shocked. I really am. I'm shocked. I thought for sure they were going to trade down to 15 just to continue the tradition of decision avoidance.
Right.
Okay.
Analysis paralysis.
Yes.
Cheers,
right?
Cheers to that.
And they did. So I heard you asking Bruce before, while I was staring at the clock and squinting, or staring at the TV and squinting, about how is this affecting you and all of that stuff. And we talked about it a little bit earlier with your book. I gotta say this. I'm not making as much sideshow. I call everything I do with the career coaching and the book and the resumes, I call all that my sideshow. I'm not making as much progress as I thought I would make.
Yeah.
During this time period. Now, I don't want to say excuses, but having a 5-year-old and 2 puppies.
Yeah.
No, I'm
not even trying to make an excuse, but I'm saying
and he sends me photos of his dogs all the time.
Can I make an excuse for you? Can I make an excuse for you?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd love to hear it.
So I read this early on, and I've been it makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
The human response to any stimulus, outside stimulus, is fight or flight.
Yes.
Right? And in this situation, you shut down because you can't do either.
Wow, how interesting is that?
Right? You cannot fight it because it's a virus. Like you can't attack it.
Yes.
You can't run away because you're stuck in your house. You're stuck in your house.
Yes.
And so, faced with neither choice, your body starts to behave differently, which is why you're probably more tired than you usually are. You're not as motivated. It makes total sense. Like you can't do either, so you just be.
My big thing is, I was having this conversation with my buddy in DC, and he said the same thing. So we've been going down this road of how much real work are you doing for your job? And I gave him a number, and his number was similar to mine, and it was a lot less than what you'd think you should be doing.
Sure.
About 4 hours a week.
Okay, I'm not there, but okay.
Yeah, a lot less. Well, first of all, my job is more dynamic. It's more in-person work.
For sure.
Okay, so I sit by the email, I log on early enough. My buddy even said, "Wow, you log on that early?" I'm like, "Yes," and I keep the computer on this late just in case something comes across.
Sure.
And but what happens is so for example, my son is really good at. He's been awesome when I say, "Hey, I'm on a conference call." He'll stay away now. He's 4 going on 5. He'll be like, "Okay, Daddy, thank you for letting me know," and he'll go play it, right? Okay. But he'll inherently come in and ask a question, but he'll ask real quietly. All right. And it'll happen once or twice in an hour-long span of a call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But then there's the other piece of it. Like I was on a webinar the other day with David Noir, that book I bought for you, Bruce, that co-create book. He was on PDUs to Go with Jennifer Bridges, and it was an awesome little webinar. It was on storytelling. It was great. And he came in and he was doing his cool thing, and he grabbed a pair of kids' scissors because he's working on a project to make something for his mom because mom's at work. Mom works for a hospital too. And it dawned on me, like, I was like, oh, cool, he's doing his own thing. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But then the parent kicked in. Okay. And I thought, what if he takes those scissors and as he's trying to cut the paper, accidentally picks up the couch protector and cuts the couch protector while he's
not where I thought this was going.
No, right? Okay, but what it does for me, like what I'm trying to explain through that is, you can't do a deep dive into anything.
Right.
That's the exhausting piece. Is you can't crawl into something. Like if you have older kids, great, or if you have somebody that they're great. But when you have a 5-year-old running around the house, like, it's that whole like, hey, I've got a 5-year-old and it's been way too quiet for 15 minutes.
What's he doing?
Yep. Right? Yep. Okay. So you have to crawl into that mode. And so what happens is you can't deep dive really in anything you do. You can't get in the deep end of the pool.
Yeah.
And that's been my problem. So then I try at 9 or 10 to make up for it. And by 9 or 10, I'm exhausted and
you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my big deal is, as much as I love it, I'm with you. Like, all the quality time and the lunches and the breakfast, which you'll never be able to replace.
No.
Right? Okay. The challenge for me is like, how do I get to that? How do I get to that next gear?
And it took me 5 weeks or whatever it's been. Like, it took me that long.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going back. I've already said I'm not going back.
Did you hit a stride? Did you get a rhythm?
I got into a pretty good rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot more involved in some stuff going on at work. I'm working on a couple other things because like I keep saying yes to things. This is my curse. I keep saying yes to things, and then you actually have to deliver on them. So I've got a board of like stuff that I need to do like by tomorrow. Because otherwise, Amy is doing a Project World virtual conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I said, hey, I've got 2 ideas. She picked them both.
Oh.
So now I have to do them. Like, so like, and it's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining, but it's like I've got to do them because I've committed now and I need to get it done.
Yeah.
But like it's you get into a rhythm and it just works out. So, but I've said at work, I can't go back to the old way. This is so much better, and we're still getting things done. So
for sure,
why should I go back?
Right.
Like, I'm not saying I'm never going to go into the office, but like 1 day a week.
Yeah.
2 days a week, maybe. Like, there's nothing that I can't. In our type of work, outside of the relationship building stuff, there's nothing we can't do from anywhere in the world. Yeah. We don't even have to be at our home.
Right.
You can be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And you can still get done what you need to get done.
Yep.
So, anyways.
There's still those face-to-face that's so important. Yeah.
It is, and I'm not trying to discount it, but like, it's from a work perspective, you can still do that. Like, you can still have a virtual coffee. I had 4 of them this week.
Yeah.
Well,
you have the extreme commute too. That's the other piece. I
have a 3-hour round trip. Like,
you're gaining back that many hours. So
it's been amazing.
Yeah.
So boys, we've now seen the Browns make a pick,
which is great.
Which is amazing.
Did you feel a ground shake?
I didn't.
I think I've got a good feeling about Jedrick. There's something about him.
Yeah, I mean, and Tua's going to be great. But I try to keep this to about an hour, but we're a bit over. So I wanna like close the live stream, but we can chat afterwards.
Sure.
If people want to know more about you, we'll start with Brucey. Bruce, if people want to know more about you, where's the best place for them to
all right
find that info?
So I've got my own website, brucegay.com, that has all my writings, my infographics, and more background on me. And then, as always, I'm publishing quite a bit on LinkedIn, so you can find me there as Bruce Gay as well. So
cool.
And also on Twitter, Bruce Gay, but not as much recently. But yeah, all three of those places. And
Twitter's pretty toxic right now.
Yeah, and hope to meet your audience in person someday. Very good.
Awesome. And Danny?
You can find me at where'syourroad.com. Although it's a bit outdated, I'm working on it in this moment, trying to figure out the improve the content. But where'syourroad.com. And if you always want to catch up with me, you can just do Dan at where'syourroad.com as an email. I'm more than happy to answer back.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, like we're all sort of side hustlers. Like our websites probably are all in need of a lot of work. Brucey's is probably the most
work.
Your new one's looking pretty good. I like the color scheme. That's good.
But it needs some content. The color scheme is good. So my brother-in-law is an artist, and so he did a whole
it's good.
Use this font and you do it like this, and like it's amazing.
Yeah, and the logo is pretty cool.
The logo is solid.
Good.
The logo is solid.
Yeah.
It was my concept, but he really he nailed it. So,
yeah. No, it's really good.
So, awesome. All right, boys. Thank you so much for joining me on Analysts After Work. We're gonna sign off, but you guys don't have to go away. So we're just gonna end the broadcast. See ya.